So we talked a little bit about how you wound up here. Could you tell our viewers a little bit about what your daily routine is like, how you hear cases, interpret them, and then decide on them here at this level, at the state Supreme Court level?
Well, it's a different, every day brings a different day. So today, before our interview, I was doing public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that a lot when I am not called here to the court. The chief sets our docket. That's the series of cases that we're going to hear and what days we're going to hear them. We traditionally meet Tuesdays and Wednesdays on a given week. We start our day at 9 o'clock in the morning. You can actually go online and watch us live and watch the cases unfold in real time, unlike other courts.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see us come out of the robing room door and we walk up to the bench. They call the first case and we'll hear 4 arguments in a row, 4 separate cases. After we adjourn, we'll meet up on the 9th floor in the conference room and we talk about those cases in turn, starting with the chief, and since I am second in seniority, then I speak and talk about what I think of the case. After everyone has their first say and first vote, there's a general discussion, which is basically my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
I get to ask someone else why they think that, or where they see this, or where was that in the record. I get to challenge and question their view or thought of a case. Sometimes it changes minds.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly helps you understand where your colleagues are and how they came to their decision. And I think that decision process is very important. After we've discussed all 4 cases, then we decide who's in the majority. So if I'm in the majority with 3 other justices and I'm open on the writing line,
Mm-hmm.
I have a pill on number 6. And that goes into a leather bottle. I shake it up and roll one out. If number 6 comes out of the bottle, I write the majority opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the U.S. Supreme Court. The Chief Justice there has such great power because he has the ability to actually assign the majority author, which is why he ends up writing so many majorities, because he can assign it to himself.
Okay.
And I also believe that there is some school of thought that because of the way that works, you never really get to write an important decision that's causing them to write concurrences, so they lend their voice
Right.
to an important topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fascinating, and it was completely alien, to us as far as how that actually operates. I think the other thing that we've heard about, maybe you could elaborate some more on, the vast majority of court cases in Ohio are not settled at your level. They're settled at the trial court and the appeals court level. So how many cases, or what percentage of those cases would you hear in a given year coming up from lower courts?
So if you look at the spectrum of what's heard, and you look at a tiered system, and you start with municipal county courts, they're going to do 1.7, 1.8 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Court of Common Pleas combined the general division, probate, juvenile, domestic relations. They're going to do about 700,000 to 900,000. And then you look at the appellate courts, and they're going to hear about 9,000, 7,000 of those, let's just call it ballpark 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in the distinction between an appellate court in the district and us, we don't have to hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
The appellate courts in our districts have to take in every case, properly filed, and hear the case.
Okay.
We have a box that's called jurisdictional. And in that box are all of these cases where somebody is pleading with us to allow their case into the system. We call those discretionary appeals. The Ohio Constitution does not require us to take everything, but it says when we read that case, we should bring it in if it's a matter of great general or public importance.
Mm-hmm.
It has to touch all our lives,
Okay.
just not your life,
Right.
in order for us to take it in, because we don't do error correction.
Mm-hmm.
We settle the law, whether it's a constitutional question, a statutory question. We answer those questions when appellate districts conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So the 8th District in Cuyahoga County disagrees with the 1st District in Hamilton County. We resolve those conflicts. So as we read those, we get to decide which ones are truly important to bring them in and hear it. That's what you see at the time of oral argument.
Okay.
But the beauty of our system, because we are so electronic, is you can actually go online, go to the clerk's office, read the briefs, the same briefs that I get,
Wow.
read the jurisdictional pleading, and then watch the argument unfold for yourself. You can decide how you would have decided the case. And then eventually, when our opinion comes out, you can see how well you did, or maybe if you think we're wrong. But
That's
that
neat.
is the transparency I love about our process,
Yeah.
that everybody's part of it.